Greetings, team. Today I wanted to go over my shipping container workshop, and why I call it a shipping container workshop is because I built this whole thing on a shipping container. Today I want to focus mainly on these man doors that I threw in here. I added 4 feet off to this side here and put siding up, and it was just a big gaping hole. So I figured I'd toss in a door. Now this one was fairly easy, seeing as it was already enclosed and I could easily just add in all the wood I needed to properly make a door and connect everything up down to the floor. So I did level this bottom piece out, of course. The ultimate plan is to throw in some concrete here, but after that's in, we're pretty much done in here. I do also want to add some siding wood here after I brace these boards, since not all of them are braced up. And the wood for all that is right there. So we're well on our way to having this be a actually nice looking storage room. So moving on to the more difficult door, because as you would have noticed, that door did not have access to the shipping container. How you get access to the actual workshop is through this door. Before you jump all over me saying that, yeah, you could have bought a door that had flanges on it, you can just weld it up, which yes, that would have been much simpler and much easier. However, it was $1,200 for that door, and this door framed with the hardware was about $300 to $350, and then all the extra wood was maybe $20. Adding this door really made this space come together. You know, it's sealed in there nice because the noise goes away. Oh, got a little gap right there. Now the difficult part was this is a 2x4 construction door, so you don't have to do anything special. The only thing is, when you find your spot for cutting out the metal, make sure you do it in the bump out part here, because that way when you carve it out, you have the corrugate pushing right up against where you put your brace boards. So that way if it's pushing right up against there, there won't be any interference. I did not have to add any extra wood. You notice I just have the standard 2 on each side, with 2 on the top, with the connecting boards there and my load-bearing Milwaukee sign. I was able to seal this in here all throughout, holds in nice, and then you just assemble it like you do a normal door. If you don't know how to assemble a normal door, first learn how to do that. Then it's as simple as just framing up an entrance. One thing to note though, obviously, let's see if I can get you in there. Need to fill in, trying to get you in there. It's really tough. There we go. You can see some foam. I stuck a foam gun all along the edges here on the inside, because obviously it's not a perfect seal. You can see those boards kind of jutting out a little bit. So it's filled in nicely right there. Also on the very top, on the outside, I went ahead and just filled in with caulk, because that's where the water is going to hit. You'll also see on the actual sides, there's where all the foam, that's where I injected the foam into. All along the side, and it just pushed up and went past there, and then I sort of painted over it when I did the trim. Flooring worked out great, because as you can see, we're right where our rib bump out is on the inside. So therefore, we can be right on the edge of the shipping container. So it worked out pretty well. So it wasn't that difficult. It's just you do have to measure and make sure you put it in the right spot. That is the hardest part of doing this. And then, because you have 2 studs in there, you just screw it in like you would any other door. Right there, see? You level it out with your shims like you normally do. Make sure the bottom, sides, and top are level, and go to town. It's like a normal thing. Then you're just 2 steps away from grilling. I just want to show you that, to show you it's possible. Much cheaper than doing the welding door. Also, there's no welding involved. However, there is metal grinding involved. And I found that using a Sawzall blade, all metal Sawzall blade, doesn't work too great with this. You can do it, but it's really vibraty as you go all the way through. Sort of went all over the place, so I had to go back and clean it up with a grinder. Anyway, so I'd recommend just starting with a grinding cutoff wheel. If you wanted a double door or something, if you had to put it in the interior shallow or the outside bump out, then I'd recommend getting a 2x6 construction door pre-framed. That would probably work out for you. Save yourself a bit of money. Save yourself the hassle of having to weld on all over the seam here, and just do a normal door. Doors are your friend, pre-hung doors especially. Hopefully that inspired you to give that a shot, and it'll save you a couple of bucks. So until next time, I am the Ill-Informed Human. Goodbye.